Hey guys, what's up? It is Carson and I've already filmed this video, but we had some uploading issues, so we're going to film it again. This video is me talking about the first lesson that I learned while rereading my novel, Valor. I'm calling this series Rereading Revelations, and so this is episode 1, My Pacing is Best. When I started rereading Valor, I was following Susan Dennard's revision plan, and her revision plan has you rereading your entire novel in one day while taking notes on it. And that was my goal. I wanted to reread my novel in one day, 2 at the maximum. And that just didn't happen. If you have watched my reading vlog of the first half of Valor, you know that it took me months to finish the first half of Valor. And that's only the first half. There's still a whole another half of that novel to read and to take notes on. And when I couldn't do it in one day, back in December, when I started trying, I was really discouraged. I was really upset with myself for not being able to do it in one day. I was mad. I felt like I had failed. And none of that is true. It makes me think of NaNoWriMo and how I don't think NaNoWriMo is necessarily for me because I don't have the time to write 50,000 words in a month. It's really, really difficult for me. Every time that I've tried to do NaNoWriMo, other than when I did it in high school, I have lost because it's just really difficult for me. It's really hard for me to make the time to write that much in a month, to write that consistently over the course of a month. And then you get a lot of people who say, maybe not specifically with NaNoWriMo, but just say in general, if you're a writer and you don't put in a certain amount of time per day or a certain number of words per day, or you don't write a certain number of days a week, then you're not committed to your story, or you're not a committed writer. And that's just not true. That's just not reality. You can be committed to your story and still have a lot of other things going on. I can be committed to my novel and not be able to read it in one day or 2 days or a week. And once I did start rereading it, I had a system. I could read it in a specific amount of time. And could I have done all of that time in one day? Yeah. But I didn't have that much time in one day to do it in one day, if that makes sense. I'm trying to kind of piece it out in my head. I know that for me, it took me 2 hours to read 100 pages of my novel and take notes on it. And so the first half of Valor was 300 pages. It took me 6 hours to reread that. I could have reread it in one day because obviously there are 6 hours in one day. There's 6 times 4 hours in one day. But me personally, I did not have 6 straight hours to reread my novel. I'm a student, I'm a senior, I'm graduating, I'm writing 2 theses, I'm busy. And it wasn't fair of me to beat myself up for not meeting this goal that I set for myself, even though to me it didn't feel like I was setting myself a goal. It felt like it was the only way to do it, which is kind of why I wanted to make this video, because it's not the only way to do it. The way that works for me is the best way to do it for me. There is no one right way. There is no one set schedule that you need to use when you're working on your novel or when you're writing whatever it is you're writing. And that's, I think, a hard lesson to learn, especially as a young writer, which I'm only 21, so I still count myself as a young writer. I am reading all of these craft books for school, right? Because I'm in a creative writing class, and I've read all of these craft books to help me outline my novels, and I don't need to do exactly what they tell me to do. My story doesn't have to follow a beat sheet or, you know, every step of the 3-act structure. My story doesn't have to take one day to reread. My story doesn't have to be written in 2 months or 3 months or whatever any book or online article or YouTube video says. My book is going to take the time that it needs to take, and me as the author, I'm going to take the time I need to take to work on it, and that's what's best for me. I'm not gonna lie, it's still kind of a tough blow, right? Because I want to be able to do it in one day. I want to be able to write as much as Kate Cavanaugh. That lady just cranks out the words. I mean, she's a machine. I just can't. I just don't have the time. I don't have the patience. I don't have the skill level to write like Kate Cavanaugh or Stephen King or J.K. Rowling or insert blogger, YouTuber, author here. I'm not them. And so I don't need to try to be them. I can take what they learned, what they've given me through craft books and videos and articles and things like that, and apply it to my own writing. But I do not need to copy them because they aren't me. They aren't living my life. Maybe they're not the same age as me. Maybe they don't live in the same state as me. Maybe they aren't in the same time in their life as me. Maybe they're not students. Maybe they're parents. Maybe they are newlyweds. Everybody's different. We are all beautiful, wonderful, sometimes happy people in this world that have our own personal experiences that color the way we do things. So maybe this was a lesson I needed to learn a lot earlier, but I think the frustration I felt trying to reread my novel and learning that I need to do it the way I need to do it, and the way I need to do it is the best way for me to do it, was a really important lesson. And I'm proud of myself for getting to this place where I can say with confidence that I think I have sort of kind of maybe learned that lesson. So I hope when you guys are working on your projects, you know that you don't need to follow anybody else's system. You can if you want to try it, but their system is what works best for them, and it might not be what works best for you, and that's okay. It's also okay to take a system that you know isn't exactly perfect for you and adapt it to work really well for you. It's okay to change things up, because whatever works best for you, whatever way you write, whatever way you reread, whatever way you edit, that's the way to do it. Because it's what is best for you and your project that really matters in the end of it. I will recommend that y'all go check out Kate Cavanaugh. I'll leave her channel link down below, because she does a lot of writing experiments where she writes like other people. And sometimes it works out really well, and sometimes she realizes that it is 100% not for her, and that's totally okay. And I think I watch her videos all the time, and it just never clicked to me until I had to try it myself. So I will link her channel down below. Go check her out if for some reason you have found me and you haven't found her. And I will see you guys in my next video. Hopefully that will come out on Saturday, and that will be a weekly vlog of me reading Might, and episode 2 of Rereading Revelations will be out next Wednesday if you guys want to tune in for that. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below if you could reread your novel in a single day, if that would be feasible for you. And if not, then why not? Because I am curious about all y'all's lives. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!